going to discuss about what Marvel did. So they having a very outstanding result in their last 22 films, and as we know that Marvel has a book for around $17 billion. It's a gross number, and this outstanding performance as a result of the strategy they apply in every movie. And what we have read from the Business Harvard review that we are going to discuss right now, they have 4 elements in their strategies, and we will discuss about the 4 strategies.
Let me start it. The first element is, I think, about how Marvel blockbuster keep continuing making a lot of money and keep renewing the story itself, keep the interesting story, and maybe one of the strategy is hiring the inexperience, which the Marvel is not experienced at. So one of the example is they hiring a director from non-blockbuster movies, such as a director for indie movies, horror movie, or even a drama movie, so they can enrich their story and give a new surprise to the audience, and giving the new tone and new vision for each movie, and provide a sensational vibe for their movie. What do you guys think about it?
So, what I can see from this strategy is there is a concept enrichment that the new hire bring to improve the Marvel's weakness. And another thing that there is outsider challenge that could push the crew to create a breakthrough, and for overall there is a new refreshment, a new concept that happen in the new story that this Marvel will create.
Okay, I'm agree about that, but there is a complication about that also. I think there is a 2 complication. First is from the internal point of view. There will be an incompatibility between the team. Maybe the director have a different idea or approach compared to their team and actors. And also the second one is from the external point of view. Maybe from the die-hard fans, there will be a disappointment because the continuity of the previous movie and the current movie is different, and it may create a consequence of losing their base audience. As an example, it is the second Iron Man movies, which is not expected as success as they want because of the clash of the director and the crew. That's my thing.
Okay, if I may conclude from both of you, the new insight can give a positive side, such as there's enriching the existing movie composition, give refreshment, and provide a new vibe. However, new insight can affect also on the friction between the new member and the existing member. But maybe need to bear in mind in all of the movie member, that even though there's a disagreement, bear in mind there's a required collaboration and compromise between this new insight and existing insight to achieve the same goal.
Alright, that is the first strategy from Marvel, and we aware that there is another strategy that Marvel has, like strategy from Marvel is leverage stable core. I mean, Marvel's always keep about 25% of core group overlapping between 2 or 3 series of movie. I can see that this is also one of many strategies that Marvel apply to keep their business sustain. They keep the movie will sustain from 1 to the end. And so what do you think, guys, about this strategy?
I think that is a good strategy because from the core team it will create a continuity, and also from the other hands, from the new talents, it will create a fresh approach of the movies. Absolutely, they need also be empowered to give their ideas. As an example, it is been a way of the music industry is working. They are keep their main musicians in their albums, and also they invite the others for collaborations, and it will create a good idea.
Well, I agree with that. The idea is to ensure the continuity, but still get the fresh idea from the outside. But this have a risk because there is potential it will break the harmony of the team, and also when the newcomer comes in a huge number, it will need extra time to adapt. To know each other, what's their perspective, like that. And also the newcomer, there's a possibility will become a threat for the existing talent.
Yep.
So I think the proportion is need to be managed. They have to deal with this.
Hearing from both of you guys, there's always a pros and cons in adopting a new strategy, like Marvel do. There is a collaboration in a new team, but there is always a risk that maybe they cannot working in a harmony way because they just meet and didn't know each other. But it's never mind. We believe that Marvels as a movie company already provide the mitigation, how to mitigate the risk that when they adopt the new strategy here.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
because they want to keep their their movie still become a very good product, right?
Okay guys, I think I'm just realized that Marvel franchise movie has many different tones in their movies, and it is explained on the charts that presented on the video we look, and some of the movies are fun, some are dark, some are theatrical,
Right.
and also some of them is like a little bit childish. What do you guys think about the keep challenging the formula?
Yeah, well, but actually, I'm conditionally agree with that. Even though it has a different tone in every movie, however, something that we have to concern about changing the formula is that this formula will actually has been, well, we can say that it based on long-term studies. Marvel is not going to play or making risk by experimenting in the new movie, and this to challenging the formula, I think it may disrupt the existing formula they applied in their previous movie, right? And also we have to remember that this movie has their fan base. This fan base is one of their marketing tools in having a great audience in their every movie. And by challenging the formula, we believe that it may we can say that make the fanboy upset or something because it's deviate from what they were expected. I don't know, maybe you have another point of view.
So I'm arguing with it because when the audience give the critics, it also means Marvel is success to get the crowd. They success to give the unexpected plot, unexpected movie, and they can use the critics to improve the next movies. One of Thor movies was criticized because it's too dark, too sad, not entertaining, just like a drama. But they use that for the next Thor movies become they give another sense of humor. It makes happier than the before. Challenging the formula also provide the rooms for the new talents to explore their experience that we talked about before the first strategy. Hire the experience, inexperience. This is the room for them to give their expertise.
So from the discussions here, I can see 2 point of views. First, from the short terms, which is the fanboy disappointment. That is pretty much risk on those part. And then the second one is the long-term view, which is the continuity of the grand design of the whole movies. I think this is only the different point of view, and both of them has a risk, and we should mitigate that to get a better result.
Yeah, right.
We also need to talk about the audience, how to
Yeah.
keep connected with them. And movie industry, there's the movie production takes quite a long time to produce one movie. Each of Marvel movie also is not published in sequential time.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about how to they engage the customer to avoid the customer is forgot what's the last movie
Yeah.
talked about?
Yeah. Well, I think the things that they able to do to retain their customer, audience or customer, you can say that, is by putting some Easter egg or
Spoiler, maybe?
Trailer.
yeah, we
Some
can say that
trailer.
spoiler, but it's not. I mean, it's not the whole story or the plot and spoiling to the audience.
Just
It's
the
just
character.
a small spoiler. We can say that. Yeah, for example, the post credit. The post credit it's usually the clue for the coming movie, right? Or something that related to the previous movie or the next movie in this current movie. I think this is very important since this is the way Marvel to make their audience keep talking about them. This is word of mouth. This is the way Marvel marketing, right? Marketing their movie. I don't know. I agree with that. Or
I agree with you, especially when they give the curiousness into the audience with their maybe some short trailer or something on the YouTube like spoiler to give the information about the little by little. This is maybe actually like the Air Jordan that give a small clue, small hints.
right.
So
the
to
shoes,
give
right?
from the shoes on the braille on the shoes, they give some little hints that keep continuing the curiosity among the audience.
And people keep talking about it, right?
Right.
So I can conclude this is the first strategy how Marvel cultivate the customer curiosity
Yeah.
to keep
Yeah.
engagement with the audience, and also I think this is the answer. This is how they answer the critics that that potentially happen if the audience is not satisfied. They give a curiosity with the trailer or something to keep them waiting for the movie.
So I think this fourth element is completing each other. I mean, the whole aspect in the strategy is fulfilled, including the marketing strategy, right? And this couldn't be a standalone strategy. It should be as one,
Whole basic.
as whole strategy. Right, I think it's all wrap up. Thank you for this interactive discussion.
Thank you, Mas
Okay.
Djaka.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.